All right, and we are back with our next game. We are doing Pitfall, the Mayan adventure. Without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and kick it on over. Hulk, feel free to count mines down whenever you guys are ready to go. Good luck and have fun.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, thank you very much. This is going to be a lot of fun. A very short but sweet and intense game, Pitfall: The Mind Adventure. Without further ado, I'll just ping Mines so he can start because he's been staring at the start menu for a long time. Go. Good luck. Right. Sure, we're going to see some nice Pitfall action. So this is a platformer which doesn't really look like it should play well, but I assure you, it does play really well. It's very fluid. It's very nice to just pick up and play. The action is fast-paced. You have a very wide arsenal of weapons. So Landmines just demonstrated the whip that you have. You can also throw stones, but those are limited. You will pick up a lot of weapons on your way through. You also have boomerangs and firecrackers, which are the strongest weapons. So usually you keep those ones for bosses. The first level is the jungle level. All the levels are kind of mazy, just like this. You have to go to all directions. It's easy to get lost, and there's also tons of secrets. Of course, in the speedrun, we know where to go. We just cut to the chase and get really quickly to the first boss, which really traumatized me as a kid. It's pretty difficult to defeat. It's the Jaguar. So let's see. So Jaguar is invincible at the start of the fight, and here it's pretty unlucky. He waited a lot before he started moving. And you see Mines is using a lot of firecrackers to kill the boss quickly. And yeah, that's it. All right, 3 firecrackers doing a lot of damage. It actually kills everything on the screen and does a 50 worth of damage on every creatures. The boss, I think, has 250, so I guess to give you a little bit of perspective. Next level is a going up level where you have to get up a waterfall. And this level, as I call it, is the killer of the low bit rates. So here it looks good enough, I think. But yeah, because of the water animations on the going in the background, it might not look too good on the streams. Sorry about that. But here it's all right. And Mine's already demonstrated a few shortcuts here and there. Because, this game has some unintentional shortcuts. I can go from a platform to another platform you're not supposed to. Next up is the mines. Played by Mines. How ironic. And we are going on a ride here. So we go all the way to the end of this. There's a lot of secrets that we're not going to visit. There's like a Simon Says game, which is located in this level. But, well, we don't really need that. You can get some extra lives and some treasure. We're just going to cut to the chase. Oh, the Mines had to stop for a moment to destroy that cobweb. If you're fast enough, you can actually throw the 3 stones during walking there. But it's fine, it's a very minor time loss. The run is going pretty well so far. So if you are curious, by the way, I guess I didn't mention, your health is materialized by the top right corner of the screen. It is the crocodile which is creeping up to your character. That's actually your health. All right, and now moment of silence. Mine is going to try to pass through this part of the scenery, and second try is really good. Actually, this is a vertically pixel perfect jump, and it cuts 26 seconds of content of this 4th level, so it's a really big deal. And nice, congrats to him. He got it on the second try. That's pretty good. And we're already close to the end of the level, and the boss is really difficult, so I hope he's gonna be able to do it. It's 2 jaguars. It's very, very scary. But you know what? Well, no, never mind. We're just gonna skip the boss. And so that's one of the cool things about the Super Nintendo version of this game. You can skip some bosses, especially the hard ones. So that's really good. That's gonna cut down the game time significantly. I didn't mention that this game was also released on other systems, like at the Sega Genesis and also on PC. But the SNES version has some particularities, like that boss skip, which is, I think, exclusive to the SNES version. So this level, as you can see, is very dark. You have to find secret levers to open up paths. There's also tons of secrets. Like you can collect the secret Pitfall letters, which are scattered around the whole game. And that's another category. It adds about 1.5 minutes content. You see, every time mines get close to a ledge, you can dive, like diving in front of you, and gain a little bit of further distance horizontally. It's really useful. You can also finish levels like that and get to the ending trigger a couple frames faster. And this level is probably the best one to speedrun because it has a lot of fast-paced action all around, a lot of platforming, a lot of precision. It's a really nice speedrun overall. Okay, 6th level, it starts with a really difficult cycle to make. Let's see if he can do it. That looks good. Yes, nice. Yeah, he caught that vine on its earliest possible cycle. It's actually hard to do. You barely have enough time to make it. Congrats. This run is actually looking pretty good. Here you have to let go of this vine. Oh, mine didn't. Okay. Yeah, that's what happens if you don't let go at the correct moment. You just smash yourself on the tree and lose a few seconds. Well, at least it's comical. Just like that, you zip to the next level. And next level is another water level, so you cannot fall into the water. Your character cannot swim. If you fall, you die. It's a pretty difficult level. So the top part is supposed to be kind of the secret. You get that golden statue, which is an extra life. But it's faster, so we go there instead of the normal path. After that, he's going to go on some crocodile heads. And you can only go on the crocodile heads when their mouths is shut. So that's why you have to be really fast, otherwise you cannot make the cycle of the first crocodile. But there it was done well. Okay, a little bit of safety, taking the heart just before leaving the level. A really good job so far. Pretty fast run, I have to say. And next level, kind of a neat level if you're playing the game casually, but not as much for a speedrunner, because this is an auto-scroller of sorts. You have 3 lanes, and you can switch between lanes. And there's obstacles, minecarts on the lanes, and they are indicated by the red lights. So you know when you have to switch lanes. If you hit a minecart, you die, and you have to restart the whole level. There is no RNG to this level. It's always exactly the same. The minecarts are always placed the same way. So absolutely no randomness. Not in this level, at least. And those goats behind the character, they actually don't kill you. Their mines first hits. They just destabilize you for a moment, so you can't move. Well, it rarely actually matters. This turns out to be the longest level in the game, or for a speedrun at least. If you play the game on PC, the music here is really nice. On SNES, it doesn't sound as good. The only thing that you have to care about is to go on the middle lane, because this is the end of the level. The other lanes are dead ends. It's only the middle one will allow you to exit the level. Alright, good job. Next level is another temple level. Skeletons and Falcons. This little pool of, I don't know what it is, of swamps that you have to jump repeatedly to jump out of. A little bit of safety, he took a heart there. Nice, he made the cycle of these platforms. So those alternating platforms are difficult to time. But you can use sound to help you out. It's kind of difficult when you play the game casually. You need to get the memory of it down. Oh, we are taking our first death. It's fine, because the checkpoint was really close. So yeah, those stonks can be painful, especially when you don't make the big jump between the two tongs. So that's fine. At least with the deaths are not very costly in this game, because there's several checkpoints per level, and just the animation of death and the fade out is really short, so it's not too punishing. And new boss, which we are going to skip as well. Yeah, that boss was probably the hardest one in the game. It was the Cheetah Man. And it's really funny because we can also skip it, just like the two cheetahs, but not the same way. Because on the previous boss, we skipped it by jumping over the trigger. But on that one, we jumped into the trigger and then immediately jumped away from it. This game has a 4-frame input buffer for jumping. So if you jump just before you land, if you input a jump just before landing, your character will jump right at the first possible frame. And it turns out you can skip the boss trigger with doing that. And now Mines is going to demonstrate a glitch that he found, so shout out to himself. He's going to try to jump in this pit. He didn't get it, unfortunately. So yeah, you need to jump with a really precise angle, and then you can hit the checkpoint which is located below. Okay, there, he got it. You hit the checkpoint, and then you pass through the floor and die. That's because you are not located at the correct scene yet. And you cut about 16 or 17 seconds of content. And just like that, this is the final boss already. We're going to use all our firecrackers and aim at his head, because only the head is vulnerable. So the best DPS you can do is throw 1 or 2 stones, 2 or 3 stones, and then 1 firecracker. But yeah, the explosives that he has should be enough to quickly dispatch the boss. Okay, and then he's dead. So time is going to be soon, just as the screen fades out. And time. Congratulations. 11:27 is pretty strong. Good job.
Yeah, GG. That was an awesome run.
Yeah, pretty awesome. And you can see a little Easter egg is that you have to save your dad in the game, and your dad is the Pitfall from the first Atari game. That's why he's so pixelated. It's the Atari Pitfall. It's a nice throwback.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome, and thank you for having us. And of course, thanks Mines for doing this awesome run.
Yes, thank you so much, Mines. That run was awesome. The commentary was phenomenal. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
All right, everybody, don't forget !R will get you that runner info. Make sure that you follow all our awesome runners and all their awesome games. We're going to take a real quick break, and then we're actually going to be back with Resident Evil Village. Now, don't forget that this is a charity marathon, so !D will get you the awesome donation page, and you know what? We have some really cool incentives as well. So make sure that you go give them a look, check it out, because you know what? We're so close to our $2,000 goal. All right, we will be back in just a moment, and we'll see you then.